Alright, this is what I did yesterday. You've seen how I made this part here. What I haven't shown you, I'll have to do at another date. I'm not ready to do one, is adding this 1.5 inch, 3/4 by 1.5 inch MDF, the length of the arch. That gives me my stiffener. That's going to stiffen it up at the top and gives me something to put the 1/2 inch onto it, so that when I finally do put the track down, I have something that's going to be substantial and it's going to help tie everything together. But when it comes to the foam, somebody was asking, what are you using for glue? And I found Glidden Gripper. It's a paint primer. It's a copolymer. It sticks well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this over. You can see that I have the X on this side, so I will remember it's on my left side. I'm left-handed. I will remember it's on my left. All right. The other thing is when I put the first bit of foam in, you can see I left this area blank. That's going to be a wire chase on both sides. In case I'll end up drilling a hole, I can run a wire down all the way down through the piers to the underside of the modules. To cut this foam out, it's rough cut right now, and I used a Woodland Scenics foam cutter, a hot wire. It comes with a wire. It didn't last very long. I could have bought another one, Woodland Scenics, I think 10 feet, 15 feet for about $5 or $6. What that wire is it's a nichrome wire. I looked on either Amazon, eBay, or one of those sites, look for nichrome wire, a small gauge. I probably bought 50 feet, or yeah, I think 50 or 100 feet for like $5. I bought 3 different sizes, not knowing which one's going to work. So for a small amount of money, when I break those wires, I can easily replace them. All right, here's my glue. Glidden Professional Interior Exterior Gripper White Primer and Sealer. If you look at it, it says bonds to walls, wood, masonry, and properly prepared previously painted materials. If I read the back side, some of the things that it sticks to, it's amazing. So I thought I'd give it a try. I kind of heard something about this from various sources. I can tell you it works very well. Now, remember on the left side I had the X marked. Here's one of those pieces. The X is on the left side, and I'm going to start to put the gripper on. So what I'm going to do is flip this over, because that's the side that will be glued, and I'm going to start gluing. So now you can see I've got the back side all Glidden Gripper glued up. I'm going to see if I can catch some of the glare. It's not thin. I kind of did more of a daub than anything else, just to make sure it's a little bit thick. What I'm using is my combination square. I've set it to 0, and what I'll do is I'll gently pull this up into place right there. I'll move it around down the side and 0 it there. I'll come over to the far end. This is only temporary. And pull that up to 0. It's going to be pretty close on the end. Looks good. Looks good there. And pull it up a little bit. I'm very close, which is all I'm after right now. So what I'm going to do, since I got the paint on the back side, I'm going to do a little pressing in. This is going to give me an impression of where I got to put the glue on the foam on this side. And that should be pretty good. And you can see I've got an impression. And it gives me an idea where to put that glidden grip. Now what I've done is I've got the back side of the foam all glued up. I got the back of the arches glued up, and now I'm going to put them together. One last thing before I do put them together is I will run a bead of yellow carpenter's glue along this piece. That'll give me my strength that I needed. So now I put the two pieces together. I've checked on the side, on the top, in the center, and down the end. All right, now that I've checked it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the finish nailer, and this will just kind of hold it together. Starting at my left, I'm going to go to the center. I want to make sure I'm perfect right there. And a couple of nails there. And a couple on the end. Now that I have all that in place, I'm going to go through and I'm going to hit the back. Since this is the back side that'll join to the other, I'm going to hit every one of them. The other side will have a architectural detail, so I didn't want to nail that. Alright, now that I've nailed the top, what I can do is I've stood it upside down, and now I can take these spring clamps, and I've been putting about 3 or 4 on each side, and that's gonna hold that together. A little hard to do with a camera in the hand. And one last step is my good old hand screws. And one last look with the hand screws, spring clamps, hand screws. They're going to hold these nice and tight. And there you have it. There's the basics. After this is glued, or after this is dried tomorrow, I will be cutting out all these parts.